Yo, what's up guys? So I want to cover this. How the hell did we end up right here? If you want deep singing knowledge you'll get nowhere else, hit that subscribe button. Pound the thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Let's go! Is this channel even about singing? In many ways it is, but in other ways it kind of isn't. If you've been watching me a long time, you'll realise that a lot of the content I put out is trying to pick away at this kind of meta game that's going on, both in singing and in life. One of the deepest frustrations I have running this channel is I'm on this big transition, this big journey myself, and I find it so difficult when all of a sudden, out the blue, I realise that I'm not as far along as I thought I was. And this is mirrored in my day-to-day life. I go through periods where things are going well, I'm making friends, I'm fitting in, I'm having fun, people around me are having fun, things are great. And all of a sudden, something happens. I have a setback, I have something that gets in the way of that progress that I didn't expect. And it takes it out of me. It makes me feel like I'm going right back to the very beginning before I got into any of this stuff. The thing that really drives me forward is the knowing, the deep fear and the deep knowing that there are other people out there who get the same start as I did, who get the same set of circumstances I did, and knowing that they aren't aware that the world that they're living in is cognitively profoundly different to the world that most other people are living in. The only reason I know that is because I took on this journey and I've been through some of the process. And it really pains me inside when I meet people. Just this is totally separate to singing at this point. Often I'll meet people just daily in life and I'll know that the world that they're stuck in, the reality that they're trapped in, is similar to what mine used to be and to what mine still is to some extent. And that's what really motivates me to A, improve myself more, and B, help people. Because that life, that world that some people are trapped in is torturous. It's grim, it's torturous. Nobody wants to be around them. Nobody likes them. And it's like a cancer. It's like social cancer, both to the individual and the people around them. It's a battle to get out of. It's a brutal fight to get out of. The setbacks are brutal. The tests that you have to go through are brutal. Just as you think you're making progress in one area, you fall in another, and it's just sickening, especially when you see other people who get a certain set of circumstances that just propel them and help them snowball forward so quickly from a young age. It makes you sick to the stomach because you're like, when you see those real key, profound differences and you understand the process behind them, it's hard to swallow. It's a bitter pill to swallow. And that sickness it runs so deep into people that once you know it's there, once you feel that sickness, once you've recovered or you've progressed away from that sickness, it's always there in your psyche. Those old memories pull at your heels. They're always trying to drag you back. Now this pull, it gets easier to deal with, but you can have unexpected setbacks that drag you back so hard and so fast that you wonder if you've made any progress at all. As always in life, ultimately you have to, brush yourself off and rebuild. But really, my drive and why I'm here day in, day out is I want to help myself and I want to help other people become the person they were supposed to be. The person who can exist without that sickness, without that cancer on their psyche. It's something that's possible. My sense is this really, and this is, we'll kind of round this up, is I have a sense that people have a vision in their head about who they would want to be, their idealized self. And really improving as a singer and improving at these underlying things that are bubbling away, they help us get towards that idealized self, that person who we want to be, that hero that we want to be, quite frankly. Especially if we're a guy, we want to become a hero, somebody who other people look up to, somebody who other people seek advice from. And the more we can tiptoe forward and get towards that idealized self, that person who we dreamed of when we were young, And the less of a gap we have between who we are and who we want to be, as those things come together and sit side by side, it's a weight off your shoulders. It's really the journey of becoming a man. And speaking of men, that's my mum calling. Hello, I'll call you back in a sec. Cool, bye. So I'm going to finish this up now, guys. What did I want to get across to you today? Look, you've got to take on this challenge. Ultimately, what is the alternative? A life of misery or a chance, a shot at something real and something profound? Most people never get off the ground, and you're desperate to help lots of people, but you can't. You can only help a handful, and those are the brave ones who step forward and they want to do something. You know, they want to build something for themselves, whether that's becoming a singing teacher, whether it's building a business, whether it's building a family, whatever it is. Few people are brave enough to step up to the plate, but the rewards for doing so, 10 years later, 20 years later, the rewards for building something real for yourself are immeasurable. The journey's worth it. Go out there, fight for it, find something that you are passionate about and grind away until you find a way to make it work. Over the long term, things have to pan out. It's inevitable. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what your goals are. Singing goals, life goals, all that good stuff. And as always, if you want deep singing knowledge you'll get nowhere else, subscribe, pound that thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye!